And now, what you've all been waiting for, we're delighted to welcome Swami Yogatmananda back to the Vedanta Center. He is a longtime friend of the center and has visited here many times. He most recently visited in 2019. I think that's way too far between visits, don't y'all? Yes. And he told me I just have to email him and he'll come. So, and the photo on the website announcing this visit was actually taken when he was here in 2014. Wow. Swami received his monastic vows in 1986 and came to the United States in 2001 as resident minister of the Vedanta Society of Providence, Rhode Island, where he still is today. He also serves as the Hindu religious affiliate at Brown University, Providence, and is the Hindu chaplain at the University of Massachusetts, Dartmouth. The Providence Vedanta Center has a really beautiful shrine. Several years ago, Jillian wrote this, so Brother Shankar, Tom Couch, and Jillian went there for the official opening of the new shrine, and it was a wonderful event. She said, a sea of saffron as Vedanta monks from around the United States came to honor and bless the occasion. Swami oversaw more construction at the center that was completed last year. He travels widely. He will speak later today at the Hindu temple in Augusta. Later this month, he will be in Argentina and Brazil. Yes. In May, he's going to Canada, and throughout the year, he visits various centers here in the United States. Yesterday, he spoke about non-duality through the work of the German mystic Meister Eckhart. Today, his topic will be renunciation as taught by Sri Ramakrishna. Thank you so much, Swami, for being here with us.
So let us begin with our prayers. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May the divine being
look over us lovingly as a mother and father.
May the divine being
Support and nourish us as a mother and father.
May we have the strength and skill
to study together the arts of spirituality. May no misunderstandings arise amongst us.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace. So, very dear friends, thank you for the kind words spoken about me.
Can I say one more thing? Would everyone please silence their cell phones? Yesterday, I think everybody thinks they silenced them, but we're so used to carrying them around, we forget. So if you wouldn't mind just checking your cell phone and silencing that one.
I just silenced it.
Thank you.
So, I love this particular subject, renunciation as taught in the life of Sri Ramakrishna. But the word renunciation causes some sense of scariness, some panic sets in, especially amongst the householders, that renunciation, that is so difficult. It is, let us not talk about it. So I had given this topic that with special reference renunciation in the life of householders as taught by Sri Ramakrishna. And that Swami immediately emailed me. You speak whatever you want, but change the title, otherwise nobody will show up. I said, no need to change the topic. Whosoever comes, fine, It is, and lot of people actually turned up. So it does create some fear in the minds of listeners that renunciation. Do you mean to say that I have to now divorce my spouse and run away in some forest, give up my job, and go some cave in Himalayas or somewhere? Is that the meaning of renunciation? We have to therefore understand this word uh, clearly, that what is the renunciation? We all want to have joy in life. Hmm. Do we not? Huh? Yeah, obvious, isn't it? Yeah, we all want to be happy in life. And so should we not give up that which is an obstruction to this happiness? Should we not? Huh? That which is an obstruction to happiness should be given up. It is, yeah, like I have some blood pressure issues. So I give up that eating those things because of which it rises. Because I don't like blood pressure to cause problems in my life. So, okay, let me keep away other things. So, we want happiness. The question is, do we get it or we don't get it? If we get happiness, it would have been very nice. Then Buddha wouldn't have said that all is suffering, everything is suffering, this world is suffering. It is matter of just clear observation. We see that in fact many philosophers in the West, like John Stuart Mill, he takes suffering as the proof that God doesn't exist. A simple logic he presents, that the idea of God that we have is that God is compassionate and God is all powerful. So now we have to see whether God has kept suffering in this world voluntarily or involuntarily. If he has kept it voluntarily, then how can you call that God compassionate? The compassionate God would not deliberately put suffering in the world. So, if thus the God doesn't exist on that count, and if God doesn't want it, but then it has come against his wish, then he is not all powerful. So God could not prevent the suffering from coming in. And therefore, God, from both considerations, God does not exist. So, uh, suffering is the fact that we experience in life, and yet we want happiness. This suffering is so obvious in the world. Even the people, when you ask them, hey, how are you doing? Say, I'm fine. Everybody says I'm fine, but really not. So just scratch a little bit, and then all those problems come up. It is a story that I like to tell. And I had told that story here a few times before, that a man was this I had read in my childhood, some fourth grade or like that. So a humorous story in a way, but its spiritual meaning started dawning on me much later. That a man was having lot of problems and sufferings and worries. Uh, so not a special case, isn't it? Everybody has it. So and he saw uh, a saint visiting that village. He immediately goes to that and says, "Oh, tell me some, give me some medicine, something. I am suffering a lot." And the sage said, "No problem, it is very simple. Only one thing you have to do is to put on the shirt of a happy man. Put on the shirt. Whosoever happy person, you take the shirt of happy person, put on, and then that will make you happy." And this man thought, wow, what a simple thing. My neighbor seems to be quite happy person. So I can request him, hey, give me your shirt. And was there, tuck, 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 opens the door. What happened? Uh, well, I want your shirt. Yeah. I will surely give, but what is why? I want to. I'm curious why you want my shirt. And he said, I met that, and I have so many problems in life. I am suffering. So I went to that sage and said, uh, this is the problem. He said that the problem can be easily solved. Just put on the shirt of a happy person. This neighbor said, well, then my shirt will not work. The other day, this my cat died, and you know how I was attached to that cat. Then there are problems in family. I may lose my job any day, it seems. So with so many, I am not a happy person. But you looked, oh well, the looks are deceptive. So it is, I am not happy, this my shirt won't work. He then went to another neighbor, had the same experience everywhere. And then he saw now that the sage has cheated him. Gave a remedy that is apparently simple but very difficult. So I will catch that sage and say, he look very happy, I will take his shirt. And then he rushes back to that sage and sees that the sage has no shirt. Later on, this at that time, it was just a nice humorous story. Imagine a fourth grade student, so. But later on, the meaning started dawning. What is this shirt? And these are all the coverings that we keep on putting on our true blissful nature. By nature, we are blissful. But we keep covering that nature. In Vedanta, they tell 5 sheets that cover our true nature. The most obvious is the sheath of body. It is actually a sheath. Yesterday we discussed it a lot that we are not body after all. It is the body keeps on changing. Some person will, no, no, we are like body. Hey, the body changes, isn't it? Yes. On your photo, when you were say 2 months old, can you put that photo on your driving license? No, no. Why? you are that, isn't it? If you are body, that photo should work, isn't it? No body changes I, so that you are not the body. Body changes, you remain the same. It is also, uh, it is so many proofs can be given that it is one man was there, and in that story I told yesterday also, I suddenly asked a question to that man. Hey, tell me about it. Oh, sorry, I was not here. My mind was distracted. I was not here. So, but you were here. Body was here. Body was here, isn't it? Yeah. Were you here? No. That is, you are not the body. Quite obvious. It is so. Body is just a shirt. In fact, it is a very good meditation. Do you want to do a short meditation?
Yes.
Yeah? Sure. Just close your eyes. And think that you have gone out for a walk in very cold weather with a thick jacket on. And after a walk, you enter the warmth of your home. The temperature out there was 25. When you enter, it is 75. You take off your heavy, thick winter jacket and hang it on a hanger. Now, similarly, imagine you are taking out some other clothes and then you come to your body. You can unbutton that body, take it off, put it on the hanger. Do this mental exercise, friends. I am taking my body off. Just as I take my coat off, I'm taking this body off. And lo and behold, I see I was never born. I have no death. I have no gender. No sexual orientation. I am neither rich nor poor. All those things were connected with body. But I am not that. I have no hunger or thirst. I am present everywhere. It is only when I put on the body then by body I get at rest. Like this person wearing a long black jacket person. I get the name, and then the body changes, comes and goes, but not me. I am not the body. Just as I buy a jacket, I bought the body. I discard the jacket when it gets torn, discolored, and so forth. So also I can discard the body. I am not that. How relieved I feel. I am immortal. Just get rid of the body awareness. Not that I will not use the body, only remove this ignorance that I am body. I can put it on any time, just as I put on the thick, heavy winter jacket. I can put on this body when needed and can remove it when not necessary. Why should I burden myself with body? I am actually omnipresent. I am immortal. I have no bondage. Happiness is my true nature. Ooh, peace, peace, peace. So let's open eyes, friends, now and feel this truth. It is not as difficult as we imagine. Do you think to unbutton the body and hang it and then when needed use it is very difficult? Not, because we do it every day. Huh? When? When do we do it?
Sleep.
When you go to sleep.
Huh?
Sleep.
Yeah, when you go to sleep. Thank you. Yeah. The body is just as you cannot go to sleep with those heavy coats and all very cumbersome. So with the body also you cannot go to sleep. You are not aware that you are body when you are asleep. When you are dreaming, you are not aware that you are this body. You may be, the body is lying on the bed and you may be riding a unicorn going to different planets. It is, yeah. So, we take off the body every day. Means we understand that we are not this body. So, therefore, these coverings on our true nature. Body is a generalization of all these coverings, as the Vedantic literature tells that we have these three types of body, the gross body, the subtle body, and the causal body. So when these coverings are off, then I am bliss itself. I don't need to get bliss from some contacts, contact with some object or some person. I don't need to get bliss because I am bliss. Yesterday I had asked this question, what do you need to add to sugar to make it sweet? Hmm. Do you add something to sugar to make it sweet?
No.
It is no. So we don't need to be added some with something to make us happy. This is first thing to be remembered. That I don't need uh, to say have this item for food, that for food to make me happy. No, it cannot make you happy. Not necessary. You need so much money to become happy. No. Because happiness is your nature just as sweetness is sugar's nature. So let us remind this to ourselves. My true nature is happiness. That is our everybody's true nature. It is happiness. And so, what is meant by renunciation in spiritual life? Spiritual life is to regain that state, true state of our being, where I am happiness itself. So, remove these coverings, and that is renunciation. Remove these coverings means disidentify yourself with that stupidity. It is stupidity to identify with the body. Yeah, I am. If you see what does it mean, I am so many pounds of flesh and so many pounds of nerves and so much bone, and he put together and applied some robotics to it so it moves and talks. Is that I'm not that, It is so just to disidentify with that, I am not that. And thus you say, you don't need anything to become happy. And this is so knowing this, you become dispassionate about everything because nothing is going to make you happy and nothing else can add misery to us except this kind of identification. I am body, I am this, I am this. No, you are bliss. You are bliss itself. So, the religion, when it preaches renunciation, it preaches renunciation only of that ego, because of which you do not see this truth. That is to be discarded. So, in a way, I quoted that yesterday. Ranganathananji used to say that the only renunciation that Vedanta wants us to undertake is the renunciation of our dumbness. Yeah, do we value our dumbness so much that we don't want to give it up? Obviously not. So, what Nira? Dumbness should be what? Held on to or given up? Given up. It should be given up. That is the renunciation. Renounce the dumbness. Simple thing. So, that is the renunciation that Vedanta speaks about. That do not have identification. And you will start experiencing it. Vedanta is an experimental science. Means as you experiment, you can see the truth. That the more you feel this, automatically you start feeling very happy in life. It is, there is a funny incident I occurred long ago. Like I came here when I used to be in India, then also I used to give lectures and all that. So I had gone to one place by taking a public bus, a long overnight journey. Then I gave retreat and then started my journey back, because without work you don't get fed. So the lecture is over, so then they won't feed me anymore. So I have to, yeah, no free lunch. So it is, so I took,
Keep talking.
keep talking, yeah. So it is so, therefore I took the evening bus back to where I was in Nagpur. So, and on the bus, there was another gentleman seated there, and we got into talking. He said, I respect what you have done, that it is, yes, you have become a monk, very good. But don't you think that by becoming a monk, you have missed out on many, many happy things in life? By becoming a monk, don't you think you have missed on all those happy, pleasurable things of life? And I said, looking at me, do you think that I look like I have missed out something? And the man, he said, oh, certainly not. I have rarely found a face as happy as your face. So the point is that it is this transformation does come. When you renounce, you start becoming happier and happier. What you throw away is the stinking burden on your head. That's all. It is. Imagine, suppose you are climbing a big hill. I used to, now no time. Otherwise, when I would come to Atlanta, I used to climb the Stone Mountain. Yeah, very nice. So, so that now it is not a very high climb, just about 500 feet or so. But then, suppose you are burdened with 200 pounds of weight on your head, and you have to climb. Will you not be feeling happier when that burden is taken off? I see in Himalayas when people go walking, and then they feel the weight, everything becomes so weighty. Even their own, the clothing, they appear to be so heavy, they want to take it off. So you become lighter. And then now in addition, suppose that load is not only 200 pounds and it is a stinking garbage load. Will you be happy or not when you take it off? Mm. So this is what is told by renunciation. There is a joke that I had heard and repeated many times, that one lady went to a divorce lawyer, that I want divorce. The lawyer said, okay, yeah, we are here for that, but what particular, reason? You have to give some reason for a divorce. What reason do you have? And that lady said, my husband brings work at home. That can't be the reason for divorce. So many people they can't finish their work at their workplace, so they bring at home. What is wrong about it? It is that cannot be a valid reason for divorce. No, no, but his work is garbage picker. then that can be, that what if you bring home, that would be a valid reason. So, that is what we all collect, and thus rule the fact that we are now happy, no happiness around us, we suffer. So, what Sri Ramakrishna, he was considered Nityam Ananda Murti, that constantly happy, constantly, irrespective of circumstances. He had so many different types of illnesses, mm, uh, and yet very happy. There is the very nice description that he had a terrible colic and dysentery going on, and that in his room itself an arrangement was made because so that he could not go out. It was so bad, and he had become so weak. And in the room there at that time was a kind of a conference. In the room, so many scholars were discussing the very deep subtleties of Vedanta and other philosophies. And Sri Ramakrishna was listening to them in this state, and now and then going into samadhi, was so happy that in spite of that terrible colic pain that was there. It is a question had been asked to one of his direct disciples, Swami Adbhutananda or Latu Maharaj. So he was the only illiterate disciples of Sri Ramakrishna. All other monastic disciples were highly learned, but this Latu, he was completely illiterate. But then a lot of wisdom used to come from his mouth, from his mind, and people used to be amazed. So Swami Vivekananda, therefore, he used to get called as a Leto, but Vivekananda used to call him Plato. So, and he used to get asked so many questions by devotees. One question was, Sri Ramakrishna lived such a pure life, and yet why did he suffer so much due to cancer? His last about 10, 11 months were severe cancer. So it is, those were not the days when you could give a morphine and like that to alleviate the pain. So you have to go with that pain. Why did he suffer so much? What cause? Was there some, yesterday we somewhere alluding to prarabdha? Was it due to his prarabdha karma, or was it due to the sinful people touching him? What was the cause for his suffering? And this Leto Maharaj or Plato answered, first thing, we never ever saw him suffering. He was always in bliss and was distributing this bliss to everyone because it did not depend on the physical condition. Imagine, somebody having just a little headache. Oh, feel so down. No, no. Why? Because we are identified with body. When disidentified with body, then no suffering. Sri Ramakrishna never suffered. Holy Mothers again certified it. So many people who were living with Sri Ramakrishna were at very close quarters said that he was never suffering. in spite of all these physical problems. And we become morose and sad even if they that football team that I root for loses. Yeah, one of my very young friends, little boy, uh, he was a supporter of some for that football team, and then they didn't make it to Super Bowl. And then I called his mom, hey, how is he doing after this loss? I said, he is not talking to anybody. He has gone into his room and shut the room. He is not coming out at all. He is not taking food, so forth. So, because now, if that is the situation, then how do we get happiness? Because it depends now on how those players are going to play. They should play good and their opponents must play bad. Then only that can happen. So it is that is why we are sad, because we have become beggars in happiness. Oh, you beings, give me some happiness. Oh, money, give me little happiness. Oh, and this candy, give me little happiness. Oh, man, give me some happiness. Oh, woman, give me some happiness. We are beggars. And so we never get really happiness in this world. We get some glimpse, a reflection of it, that's all. So, and yet, naturally, we are happiness itself. So, what do we have to do? Simple, isn't it? It is simple. I like very simple teachings. I am not that brilliant a person. So whatever is easy to understand, I'll take that. This is very easy to understand, very simple. That whatever is the obstacle in our natural happiness, give it up. That is how Sri Ramakrishna did. Sri Ramakrishna uh, gave up everything. What is the crux of all this is ego. That I am so and so. No, you are divine. You are God. That is your true nature. Everybody's true nature. That it is, we are God. And thus you are happy. Otherwise, you are unhappy even whether your football team wins. It is, I saw this strange thing, that that year, after many years, that Boston Red Sox won that championship. And I was there. And then I was surprised in news that all the cars, and the windshields were all shattered, and a lot of damage done to the nearby residences by what? Because they won. So the happiness was like that, could not contain and have to do some rowdyism. Even they won. If they lose, still the same thing. The windshields get shattered. Is it now happiness? Come on. It is. Certainly, you will agree that that is not an expression of happiness. It is only excitement. Too much that the mind cannot handle. So this happens only because we feel that something else is going to make me happy. Nobody has power to make me happy, just as nothing else has power to make sugar sweet. By nature, it is sweet. So by nature, we are very happy. In language also we can see this our day. If we see a person unhappy, we ask the cause. Why are you unhappy? Unhappiness needs a cause. Why are you happy? It is not a question at all because it is you should be happy. You never ask that why sugar is tasting sweet or salt is tasting salty. It is by its very nature. It is no question about it. So it is that is the meaning of renunciation. Give up that attachment. We suffer because of attachment. Because attachment, imagine, that you go to do some work, and while you were going to do the work, but work catches you. You get attached to that work. You go to get happiness from some object. What happens? That object grabs you. How can you be happy now? That has grabbed us. We become attached to things. And thus we become unhappy. So what is to be given up? These attachments. Attachments spring from ignorance of our true nature. And so when that further translates into attachment, uh, learn to love. We have to, like Sri Ramakrishna, they love, immensely love without getting attached. Many have this confusion that without attachment, how can I love? Love and attachment are actually completely opposite things. It is, no, but how can I love my children if I am not attached to them? You will love them much, much better. It is, you get attached to the children and then start expecting that, yeah, my child will become better, he will do like this and he is like, all this is attachment. That is not love at all. Attachment has fears, attachment has selfishness. Attachment, breeds, it is the love gets camouflaged by that. And then you have, the idea of bargaining. I love you only if you do this. Now, is it love? It is kind of emotional blackmailing, It is that passes for love. So, love. Mm, but don't get attached. That is the biggest problem in life that Swami Vivekananda tells it in one of his beautiful lectures about this. That lecture was given in California and titled as The Work and Its Secret. It is a wonderful lecture, and sometime, I suggest you read it. It is in that third paragraph of that, he says that all the misery in our life comes from attachments. We get caught. We went to catch, but we got caught. And that is what happens. What catches me? I and mine. I am so and so, and then automatically this is mine. This is mine. This is mine. Actually, there is no basis for this I and no basis for mine. Whose it is? My house. This is my house. Well, the cockroaches in your house have better right to say that, isn't it? You go out at least. They don't go. They have better right to say that that is my house. Whose house it is, we get caught in it. It is, and thus becomes sad. That is, Sri Ramakrishna has given up this ego. So many wonderful examples of his giving up the ego, never worried about, that then something that person will take away my job and so forth. No fears at all, because no ego. Mm. It is that makes you fearless. So that is to be given up. What is ego? Ego means tying together that which is permanent and that which is impermanent. Ah, the self is permanent, Atman is permanent. The body, mind, how are these? Yes, tell me, body and mind, are they permanent? Huh? What are they?
No.
Impermanent, correct? Yeah, they are impermanent. So if you tie them together, that is called ego. That and thus, because they are tied so tightly that you do not see what is permanent and what is impermanent. It is Patanjali's yoga aphorisms, they give a very good description of this. Therefore, what happens in ignorance is that which is permanent is seen as impermanent and impermanent is seen as permanent. Now, that which is impure is seen as pure. That which is not I gets seen as I. And so one finds oneself in this terrible, terrible bondage because of that. And so that is renunciation. Renunciation of house, renunciation of family, renunciation of other material things is not real renunciation at all. Renunciation of the ego. And Sri Ramakrishna had given that up and was seeing God everywhere. See the truth everywhere. If you can see the truth everywhere, that is renunciation. If you have love for everyone as a divine manifestation, then that is renunciation. So, renunciation is not something negative. It is, in fact, it is a very necessary thing that renounce Sri Ramakrishna. Therefore, he gave up what? He gave up telling lies. He was tremendously truthful person, held on to truth. Uh, and so that is what he had renounced. Could not, a lie could not escape his lips. So this is give it up, this idea that I possess something. No, nothing belongs to you. Sri Ramakrishna never had laid claim that this is what is mine. Now, one day it happened that the owners of the temple uh, they became a bit upset with Sri Ramakrishna's attendant Hriday. He was nephew of Sri Ramakrishna and told him, gave him marching orders. And then somebody then said, oh, then Sri Ramakrishna also should go. After all, he was attendant to Sri Ramakrishna. Sri Ramakrishna, okay, he had on his that Indian style towel was on his shoulder, and okay, and he started walking like that. Not that let me collect this, that this, then bring a big U-Haul truck to carry everything. No, it is, yeah, he just started walking out and as he reached the gate, the owners saw that if he goes, then some terrible ill will befall this place. So they went and persuaded him. And he has no ego. Okay, he came back, not, "Hey, then why did you say that?" No, nothing like that. And no ego. So going and coming, that's very simple. It is, they once uh, they had, there are thousands of such examples. I'm giving in a limited time. We can have only a few things discussed. So uh, he was invited at some festival, and he had gone with Rakhal, who became later Swami Brahmananda. So, and then, but many people were there, and it was it was not very well organized, as it happens, because not all are expert in organizing things properly. So nobody was paying attention to Sri Ramakrishna, and nobody was telling them where you can sit for the that having this prasad supper. So and they were just waiting, and nobody since was paying attention. Rakhal got out of indignation. He said, "Hey, let's go." Ah, Sri Ramakrishna pacified him. Do not do that, because then who is going to give us to eat now? Ah, and who is going to pay for the carriage? Ah, yeah, they were considerations. So, but the main thing why we feel hurt is because of the ego. Mm. Then he said, look, there's householders, they are not all have organization skills. Many more people came than they expected. So a lot of chaos was there. And so, and if therefore they do not pay attention, and so we walked away in anger, that will cause harm to them. So we should not do that, and we should be cordial to them. They might have committed some offense or something, not even offense, a mistake on their part. And should we take it to heart? See the lack of ego. That a person with ego, I can tolerate everything, but not such insults. No, where is the insult? Insult hurts us only if we have that kind of ego. So it is this great example of having no ego at all. He was, as he was the temple priest, there were the uh, temple owners at that time was Rani Rasmani, a very rich and highly respected lady who used to have a lot of reverence for Sri Ramakrishna for his immense spiritual achievements. Not achievements in that for Sri Ramakrishna, but for others where they were achievements. So she would now and then visit the temples. They were not living very close by. Now also you can see Dakshineshwar temple, and where those landlords that they used to live, Rani Rasmani and her family. So she would visit and sit in the temple, meditate, participate in worship, and then would request now and then to Sri Ramakrishna to sing some devotional songs, bhajans. Uh, so she came that day, requested Sri Ramakrishna, and Sri Ramakrishna started singing. And he noticed that Rani Rasmani's mind is occupied with some lawsuit going on. Now she had, so much of that property, and property means lawsuits, it is that it goes with it. So, and she was thinking about some lawsuit while the song was going on. Now, Sri Ramakrishna, for him, everything was, very clearly seen if he wanted to. He had mentioned a few times that I can see the minds of everybody as if things kept in a glass case. Very clear it is. So he saw what is going on in Rani Rasmani's mind, and then to bring her that again focus on that, he gave her two slaps. Now imagine, the situation. There were the employees of the temple, Rani Rasmani's guards, everybody was there. And she had so much wealth, so much respect, a big figure. Even the British government used to deal with her with great respect because she had defeated British government in a lawsuit. So it is uh, and who is Sri Ramakrishna at that time? That he is a very minor temple priest taking some little salary, and that's all. And he had this courage, or what he must have gone out of his mind to do such a thoughtless act. Yes, gave slap to Rani. Oh my goodness. Oh, they all rushed to catch. But Rani understood. Rani said, no, what he did is right. It is, my mind was getting distracted and he just brought my mind. Now Sri Ramakrishna, see, never thought that what will happen to him. If he gives slap to Rani, what will happen to him? A person with ego will immediately first say, oh, what will happen, what it is, I should not do like this. Or if unconsciously or by mistake, uh, it is, if somebody commits this blunder, will immediately spring into a damage control exercise. But Sri Ramakrishna did nothing like that, as yeah, it is. So again started singing. So this is how, no ego at all there. There is the very telling incidents like that towards the end of his life. Shashadhar Tarka Churamani, one very well known this scholar of various scriptures had come to see him, and he was having this cancer spreading everywhere. So, but mainly it was the cancer of the throat, so he was not able to speak much. Eating was very little. That too, all like porridge, pudding, like those things, very just gravy. So, Tarka Chudamani spoke to him and said, well, the scriptures say that the yogis who have attained such a high stage can just by concentrating on this disease, the disease will go away. If they direct their mind to this, at affected this throat, and the disease will have to go away. Why don't you do that? Sri Ramakrishna laughed at him and said, you are such a scholar of scripture, and still you make such foolish statements. The mind that has been given to God completely, can I ever bring it back to this um, filthy heap of flesh and blood? How can I ever do that? Mm. And then that scholar Tarkachudamani went away, but Narendra Vivekananda was there. He heard it and he said to Sri Ramakrishna, no, no, you must do it, not for your sake, but for our sake. You must do this yogic power, use it and remove this disease from your body. You must do it for our sake. We all depend on you. Please do. And Narendranath, that tremendous force of argument that he had, Sri Ramakrishna said, no ego, I don't know anything. I don't know anything. It is all Divine Mother's wish. She does knows everything. Then please go and tell Divine Mother. And then uh, to escape Sri Ram, that Narendranath's this argument onslaught. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is very difficult. So it is. And sometimes I request people just make fun of them at times. Oh, you eat this. This is nice, and you should eat this. One gentleman said, Swami, this is too much. Reduce it. I said something that you yourself can do. Why are you telling me? I tell you the trick to how to reduce it. Start eating, and you will see that it has reduced. So it is so to get finally this freedom from me. The fellow started eating. Enough, enough. So to escape this Narendra's onslaught of arguments, okay, okay, I will speak to Divine Mother, let us see. See, because he had no ego, he could always communicate with God. It was so easy for him. And it is because no barrier between them. So after some time, Narendra was not going to rest that matter there. After some time, he catches Sri Ramakrishna. Sri Ramakrishna's face was like a child becoming a bit morose. Hey, did you go to ask Divine Mother? Yes, I did. What did you say? I asked, showing my throat, oh mother, I am not able to eat anything. Do something so that I can eat. And then Narendranath became very hopeful now. What did the Divine Mother say? She scolded me bitterly. Now being scolded, so Sri Ramakrishna was that morose, my Divine Mother scolded me. What did she scold you? She scolded me that you are eating by so many mouths. By so many mouths you are eating, why you need a particular mouth to eat? Yeah, when you don't have the identification with body, then you eat by all mouths. That is what the scriptures describe. That you see through all eyes, you walk on all legs, Sahasra Shirsha, Purusha, Sahasraksha, Sahasrapat. The great Purusha Suktam describes this, that you see through all the eyes. Why you think that these are my eyes and those are that Veena's eyes. Am I right? Your name is Veena? Vani, Vani. So yes, yes, that yeah, they. So it is. So I would say that this I see through these eyes. She will see through those eyes. But actually, the seer is the same in all bodies. God alone is the one who uses all these. Now, just as you think, Vani, that I see by my left eye, who sees through your right eye? Same, So you just expand it that why only two eyes? All the eyes. And that comes because of renunciation of ego. If I think that these only are my eyes, then okay, I am confined to those. But otherwise, all eyes are my eyes. So Divine Mother scolded Sri Ramakrishna, what nonsense you are talking. By all millions of mouths you are eating, and you are complaining that you are not able to eat because one mouth is not able to eat. And what can Narendra say? Ah, ah, no ego at all, nor that idea that I should ask this thing of Divine Mother. There is a beautiful piece of conversation in Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna about ego, giving up the ego. Now, Sri Ramakrishna says that these great souls, they keep a little ego of knowledge to educate others. He says Shankaracharya has kept a little ego of knowledge, which the little ego of knowledge we discussed yesterday. It is like the burnt rope. Burnt rope, although it appears like a rope, but it cannot tie anymore. It is just the ash that has got that retained the shape. So it has undergone all transformation. So these great sages have kept that little ego to educate people. And then, while he was telling this to M, the chronicler of the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, he asked him, just to bring out this truth, do you think I have ego? Sri Ramakrishna asked, do you think I have got ego? And now M thinks for a minute and says, for the work of Divine Mother, you have kept a little. And Sri Ramakrishna immediately corrects him. No, no, not like that. For her work, she has kept a little. And not even thought that I have kept it. See, that is how no sense of this ego. That was renounce. And that is the nature of renunciation. And that is what the scriptures tell us, that see God in everything. That is renunciation. The first verse of the famous Ishavasya Upanishad mentions this, that Ishavasyamidagam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat tena tyaktena bhunjitha Magridha kasya svidhanam, that all this covered with God, because God is the reality there. So give up the ignorance and think that this is this shape, this is that. That is true, but in and through see the reality, the truth, that it is all God, and cover everything with God. That is the truth. And then it says, Tena Tyaktena Bhunjitha. Now the Bhunjitha word means it has different interpretations, different, not that they are contradictory, but the word has so many complementary shades of meaning that that is renunciation. Seeing God in everything is renunciation. It is giving up our ignorance about it. Ego is the palpable manifestation of ignorance. So, giving up ignorance, and you see that it is God. What is it all? It is all God. So, Sri Ramakrishna was actually able to see God in everything. It is so everything is God manifested in a particular shape. That's all. It is just manifestation of God and nothing else. So that is how his awareness was. So that is the definition of renunciation given in Ishavasya Upanishad. Everything is God. Know that. And whatever other ideas you have about things, give them up. It is like you have, say, made all pots of clay. Now the pot is there, but is it not clay? The clay is there in all pots. It is when you are seeing a pot, actually you are seeing the clay. Pot is the shape given to that clay. So know that it is clay. So God in all different shapes. That is how the truth is. So seeing this truth and renouncing that no, they are different from each other based only on the changing shapes. And that is the error that we commit. So this error has to be eliminated. And that is renunciation. What do you like? To hold on to right and give up the wrong or not? That is renunciation. Hold on to that which is right, that which is truth. Give up that which is an error. So it is give up the error. That is give up this ego. And Sri Ramakrishna's life it demonstrated it and taught us how to practice renunciation. That oh, whatever brings bondage and suffering, keep it away, give it up, like money. Money, why I am taking this example of money and why Sri Ramakrishna paid a lot of attention on that was human beings strive for money. Even though they say that no, no, I don't care for money. Their behavior shows different things. It is. I many times this is the test that I apply. That many times I tell, hey, come for meditation early morning at 5 a.m. Come. It is such a nice, calm atmosphere. Your mind will feel so good, calm, and it will be very nice. Come at 5 a.m. and meditate. And then they would say, are you crazy, 5 a.m.? That's my midnight. I don't 5 a.m. If you say 8 a.m. or something can be under 5 a.m., I don't get up at that time. That very person, imagine, now his or her job demands that she should go at 4 o'clock. That person should go to work at 4 o'clock. Will that person argue about it? Will that person say, no, it is impossible? No, we'll go. will go. Why? Because money is so important, otherwise I will lose my job, I have to go. But that which will really make your life happy, now why don't you do that? It is so, we really care for money. When Karl Marx has given this beautiful analysis in his article, Karl Marx is not much followed in America, but yeah, that there is that silly idea communist is that, and so uh, many of you might have been here during the McCarthy era. So it is, but his articles are very important, whether you are a capitalist or a communist or whatever, any shade in between. His writings about money is very philosophically tremendously rich writing. So uh, he says, look, people think of money. Why there is so much praise for money? Because one, at least subconsciously doesn't mean that it is less powerful. It is actually more powerful. Uh, they have this idea that if they have money, they will be able to get everything in life. Just have money and everything you will get, because money can buy anything. Money, yes, you have money. If you are not, say, for example, by your other virtues, getting a good life partner. Well, I have money, I can get. It is, money makes a person feel that I can have everything. It is, but we, by this stupid understanding, we uh, incur a lot of suffering, and therefore the word in Sanskrit for money is artha, and Shankaracharya says artham anartham bhavaya nityam. Think of money as the anartha, means that which brings disaster. Money brings disaster in life, not that it brings happiness in life. And so, Sri Ramakrishna gave up this idea of money completely. They give up money to the extent that, he would go to the Ganges and take some dust there and some those coins, and say that, well, both these things are just the same, and throw them in the waters. So why? Because it is actually no money. He could not touch money. So this is an example of renunciation. That no, I won't hold, because money becomes the epicenter of all evils in life. It is, so therefore, in ignorance, we run after it. Even you will see, the religious organizations also, and they run after getting more money. It is one minister there. We are acquainted for some time, and one of them was telling that, we have this money, we always keep on having fundraisers, but why you have now things enough for you, isn't it? Oh, well, but we should get more for, our maintenance, this, that, so more money is needed. So I said, did you not hear Jesus says right in Bible there that it is easier for a camel to pass through the eye of the needle than a rich man to come to the gates of heaven. Hmm? It is a very profound statement, because the money has its own these problems. You get very quickly attached to money, and that I and mine comes very fast with money. That it is actually it is an example of terrible delusion. That is why that is to be renounced. Money is, see, that it has no intrinsic value as such. Its value keeps on going up and down. In Germany, that it is when they that German, that currency was very valuable. So it is at one point when Hitler's stars were on ascendancy, it became very powerful currency. When it was apparent that Germany is now at the losing end of the war, and the money lost its all value. People used to carry marks, the currency, their marks, in huge bags to buy a tomato or some such thing. That became the condition. So, how much value do we have? You don't know how much value the money has. It just goes away. Many years ago, when government of India that decided some currency notes are to be banned, that to be taken out of circulation. So that people who didn't have the ability to change it, because it was not properly earned money. So now they were just lighting their cigarette with that currency note. You see, what value has it got? The money is has value only when it is used. It is, see, the meaning of this root earth is that which goes. That which goes is called earth, money. Because it is like that. Suppose this Neil sitting there has $100 bill in his pocket. No, you may not have, but it is there. Then what is it? Is it money? It's not money then, it is just paper, isn't it? When it becomes $100, when the fellow goes to buy something, then it becomes money, and then it goes. So it is a terrible this magical show that we get caught into, and therefore Sri Ramakrishna paid attention to money and then lust. Give it up and give up the lust, because nothing binds you more than that. And a very funny statement, it is no, I have got money, but in Bengali it says Kaminir Jannai Kanchal. It is, it is. So the money is for having this lustful enjoyment. That is the, otherwise what is there? Uh, so this is why he paid more attention to get rid of, renounce lust and greed. So that is how, if we want to be happy, uh, what do you want to be happy, Sundar? No?
Yes.
Yes. Who is there who says, no, no, I don't want to be happy? Nobody will say that, that yes, everybody wants to be happy, then do that which will make you happy. That is renunciation, friends, and that has been so tremendously, powerfully exemplified in Sri Ramakrishna's life. Sri Ramakrishna's life, it is just a tremendously powerful presence. It is a tremendously powerful example. And of course, tremendously powerful advice or teachings. So, and the renunciation is the main note of his life, certified by nobody but Holy Mother, no less than Holy Mother. They were discussing what is the great thing in Sri Ramakrishna's life. Is it harmony of religions? And so Holy Mother said, harmony of religion, it came because of this main trait, renunciation. His greatest contribution to the religious life is exemplify the renunciation and being so happy. Renounce and we will be happy. So he said that, Holy Mother said that idea, harmony of religion came automatically because he renounced that idea. This is my religion. Nothing my there. So all religions now get exemplified in his life. Nothing my religion. All religions then become harmoniously connected in his life. So friends, thank you very much. It was a great joy to come to this place after many years, and I see things have become more improved. You have some new this kitchen facility, very nice dining room, and news that new signboard outside. So it is very, everything has improved. It is, although I have come to south, and they will say here that oh, the things have gone to north. Somehow the idea is when things become better, they go to north. When things go bad, they go to, and the economy is going south. What is that? That doesn't mean that South is becoming richer, not that idea. But so I am so happy to see all this and to meet all this. I am very thankful for the very, very kind hospitality that has been accorded to this fellow. So all the best. May Sri Ramakrishna continue to shower his unfailing blessings on us all. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. If you have any questions, you may ask, although we don't have much time.
Yes, one question, maybe a stupid question.
Pardon?
Yes, may I ask one question, maybe a stupid question, but let me ask.
Yeah, you can ask.
This is not too much for you, I hope. Why are you saying that money, you are saying you have to renounce money? But without money, you say, I have to come here and give some donation. If I don't have money, what will I do? How will I build school? How will I build hospital? That needs, all this needs resource and money.
Yeah, this question I was actually expecting. You actually voice the minds of so many people.
Okay.
Yeah, that it is, see, you need money, but money will come to you. Money should be your slave. Mm. You should not be slave to money. Yeah. So do not go to accumulate more money than you can spend. It is, there is no end to it. It is a bottomless pit. You can never have enough money. And how one becomes, all uh, problems come. One very rich man, he used to come to our center in Nagpur when I used to be there. And was a very nice person, used to come in the morning and before going to his business, he was a businessman there. So he would, and was getting quite old. He said one day that very sadly that I don't need to work anymore. That I have enough money. Maybe my many generations, 7 generations will be able to survive on what is earned. So, but still, I feel no, I must go and work. I must make more. And it is kind of a bondage on me. It is, I cannot sit still without working. There are all other people, I have handed over everything to my children and all that. I don't need to go to work, but I still feel I must go. It is, these worries come, oh, something may happen and this will be all gone. It is, yes, 7 generations may feed, but then the 8th generation will starve. So that foolish ideas. But it is, we never under many such foolish ideas. This is, what, the money does not make these things. Whatever you think, that work gets equated in mind with money. These works, they will, whatever they need, they will generate. It is not that you require money first. Swami Vivekananda's great statement that really, and as the time passes, I have become a firm believer in that. That a simple question he asked: tell me whether money makes man or man makes money. What's the answer? No brainer, isn't it? Man makes money. So if man needs money, it will come. But money never makes man. And if some work is to be taken up, something is to be done, and money needed, that will bring money automatically. It is, I have seen, never felt any dearth of money. See, a sannyasi is talking that, who does not do anything to earn money. It is, never opens a shop. That okay, I will give sermons and you have to pay so much money. No, it is, and yet never saw any dearth of money. It comes. Now then the job is to let it be thrown out. There is a very nice couplet by Kabir. That in home money is increasing is same as in the boat the water is increasing. And in both cases, yeah, you have to, the wise person should therefore throw both these things out to survive. पानी बाढ़े नाव में घर में बाढ़े दाम दोनों हाथ उलीचिए यही सयानो काम. It is, this is how one's attitude should be towards money. What will happen without money? And that money is generated by these things. These things don't require money. It is the money is an idea of having this uh, kind of bartering process. It is earlier people used to, okay, you have eggplants and I mend the shoes. Okay, you give me eggplant and I will mend your shoes. You are a barber, okay, so I will do it for you, and you give me the rice that you produce something of this. So now to make it more expanded, there is this idea, okay, bring it, and this is the human creation, friends. I have not seen in any other creature and this idea of money dominating their life. And then you find, it is, but human beings, they get caught in this net of money. Okay, then, there is now the food is awaiting you. So, thank you.
Just 1 minute, I need to make an announcement for those people that came in late and didn't hear in the beginning. We need people to drive Shankara back and forth between where he's living in assisted living and when we have visiting swamis here. I've been sending out text to everybody whose phone number I have. So if you haven't been getting text about it and you'd like to help, it means I don't have your phone number, and come give me your phone number. Second, I'm reluctant to say this after what we've just said about money. Jyoti asked me to mention, there's a donation box out there. If you want to put anything in, it's fine. If not, we'll get by without money. Same thing on the website. If you want to donate, we'll do something with it. Money is a disaster.
That is just an gift, an instrument to enlighten your burden, so that you can unburden your money there. Okay, friends.
Okay, drivers. I got you. No, I'm just starting.
I have one quick question.
Yeah.
You talk about Stula Sharira. You talk about Stula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, and then you talk about the causal life. Would that be the karmic Sharira? No.
Further body, the ignorance.
Yes.
Feeling the separation. It is or actually one without second layer. The ignorance creates a fictitious brain. That is the cause.
So once we remove that ignorance.
There is nothing like once. I understand.
You were living gospel. That's what I'm reading gospel when you are not.
Yes, I felt the same.
Too much burden on me.
No, that's it. That's all.
Okay.
So there's a.
Okay.
Mike, okay. We have a devotee, his name is Mike. Hey, Mike, without you, how can I speak? So you are feeling better today? Very happy to see you. After so many years, please don't hurt again. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'll try to figure it out because they have speakers. So
Thereafter,
it's more important.
Yeah, because
he told me in the email that
I've been sending to people instead of everybody's, it's just about Thank you very much.
I had it all set, but the speakers with the
Sure.
motivation.
here, why?
Not quite clear.
Okay. Yeah, I don't drive much. I just sit down, if I get volunteers, I get volunteers. If sometimes my car can't come, well, it's just.
Freedom.
Yes.
Yesterday also I
Not a problem.
but I remember you should be jealous.
I am, yeah. Who was that? He said, you remembered your name. Yeah, yeah.
Huh?
He's not waiting yet, but.
Yeah. We have to take food, isn't it?
Yes, that's why I'm asking you. The food is ready. Hi, everyone. Swami's on kind of a tight schedule today because he's hoping to visit Brother Shankara on his way to Augusta. So the food is ready. Let's come pan. It's all hot on the table, laid out.
Thank you.
Yes, so please
I
come.
appreciate your blessing.
Did you announce anything, Tom?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I told them money didn't matter.
I should.
Good, that means you're gonna
Sure,
sponsor us.
Yeah. If not profit is for sure. Yeah. Thank you, thank you.
Let me come out so that you will not hit your head to this doing pranam.
Another working text.
One lady like that in Providence was going under the table to touch the feet. I said, no, you'll hit your head. My head will get hit. Or why do you worry about it? No, I am worried about our table